Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm S2F Gaming and welcome back to the Fjordur series here on ARK Survival Evolved. So first things first, want to show off a few things before we head out of here. And where is here? It's actually our new base location. I've been doing a little bit of work over here. Going to show you on the map exactly where we are. So we are at roughly 6076. And before we actually show off anything, let me get on the back of the Desmodus. Here we go. And we'll take to the air a little bit. We'll take the disguise. I'll basically show you the area that we are looking in. I know we did a kind of a base suggestion video. I kind of went around and showed off a couple of places I was thinking. And this area really caught my eye. I don't know what it is about this area. I'm really liking it. As you guys can see, I've already been kind of working a little bit here. We already have a gate. And this is basically that little like tunnel that goes up. I really like this. I thought it was pretty unique to the area. I personally have never really seen that before. So I definitely wanted to utilize it in the base, or at least the whole structure of this area, if you will. So let's drop on down. I'm going to show you the entrance and everything like that, and I actually am not 100% sure where I want to put the base, which is why I wanted to start out the episode here. Let me in. There we go. Because I want to get suggestions from you guys, what you guys are thinking are better. So, first things first, you basically have the path coming up here, and one of the options for the base is going to be up here to the left. So I was kind of thinking, this is your path here, right? And then I feel like just naturally you would kind of go this way, kind of near the Shadow Man. I feel like this would be a pretty cool entrance to our base. It's going to be a pretty big base by the time it's done and everything with that, but I think right about here, kind of nestled into this little rock here, I think it would look pretty nice in my opinion. So let's kind of show that off again without me talking and everything like that, so you guys could see kind of the natural progression into the base. So starting here, natural path comes up this way. As you guys can see, I consider this like a natural path, this little dirt path and everything. And I don't know, to me, I feel like you would kind of just naturally go like this, and then kind of where the Shadow Man is. Maybe a little bit further back. Probably this tree would be a good starting point, pretty much. This would be the entrance to the base, and then we're looking at all that behind. The trees would have to get knocked down. Maybe not necessarily that one back there. I would like to keep as many trees as possible, but some of them might have to get knocked down. So this is pretty much option one, at least what I'm thinking base-wise. Now, option two, something a little bit different. Basically, instead of actually coming up here and to the left or the right, doesn't really make a difference, we're going to loop all the way around. And I think having the base out here on this little plateau, this little cliff, whatever you want to call it, like this would be our view and everything. I want to make sure I don't go off the edge here, but that would be our view and everything like that. I think it could relatively look pretty nice. I kind of have an idea if we do go at this spot specifically. I have an idea if we go for either spot, honestly, but I think this one would be a little bit more unique. I don't know which one to go with, though, but I really like this view, to be honest, and that's really why I really picked this spot to begin with. I mean, let's just go into orbit camera for a second here. I mean, that would be the backdrop. Oh my god, that looks really nice. Here's the thing. If I build the base over there, I could make it high enough where we still get that view, but it's not this... like, it's not this close and everything like that. So, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments which option you prefer. So, option number one will be the area on over there. And then option two will be this spot specifically right here. So, let me know in the comments. Either option one, or option two. And then we'll get to base building and everything like that. I'm going to do base building between episodes. I've talked about it before. I'm just not a fan of doing base build episodes. For example, just this gate getting everything lined up and perfect. This took 3 hours. So, and that's just for a gate. So doing the rest of the house is going to take a while, which I think what we're going to end up doing is between episodes, I'm going to keep building, and I'll kind of show progression off as each episode goes, so you'll see it work in progress, essentially. But we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, I do want to show off a couple things. Where is the Oh, we left the Desmodus outside. Let me grab the Desmodus, and I'll meet you guys over by the Maywing, because I have been running the Aberration cave, which is relatively close to where we are. I've been running it a lot. I honestly did about 2+ hours of literally running the cave, and if you guys aren't sure of how I'm running this cave and everything, I'm going to show a quick little tutorial off in a bit, but let me tell you guys, the amount of loot and the amount of good loot that I've gotten is absolutely insane. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely... We're not going to go through everything. Speaking of which, let me throw this stuff on, because all of this is also loot that I got. We're going to go over the most notable things, though. So first things first, starting at the top, we got a couple of aloe blueprints, and to be honest, they're not too bad to make. Like, this one's 166 armor, which, by the way, I have never seen armor numbers like this, especially when we get a little bit lower. I'll show off some numbers that completely blew my mind, but 1428 metal, which, yeah, that's a lot of metal, but at the same time, if we get a couple of good aloes, do we bring the McAllow army back? If you guys remember that, let me know in the comments down below. That was from the first series. But 200 armor, Argent saddle. I mean, we got some crazy stuff here. Bassi saddles, blueprint for a baryonic saddle, Daedon saddle, which we're definitely going to make at some point. It doesn't take a lot of material either, which is nice. A couple of Equus saddles, which at this point, I can throw this one out because I already have this one right here, so we are good to go. A ton of flak blueprints, a ton of flak armor specifically. We got a really good mammoth saddle, which takes nothing either, so I was even thinking possibly boss fights doing mammoths again and seeing how that goes. I mean, look at this. This is a 164 armor saddle with only 585 metal ingot. Like, that is not a lot at all. 198 Megaloceros, so if we wanted to try this out, possibly getting ourselves Megaloceroses and trying them against the dragon, I'm not sure. And then we got a couple of big ones. 168.9 Megatherium saddle, which would be huge against the Broodmother. We also got ourselves a 440 pump-action shotgun. Absolutely insane. A couple of saber-tooth saddles, which is kind of cool. And then this was kind of interesting, too. Takes a lot of material. Definitely. But Spino saddles. I never really thought of using Spinos as a boss dino, but this could theoretically work. It's a big, big saddle. Relatively, they hit really, really hard. At the same time, we would also have the Daedon going in there and the Uteranus, so I don't know, but I did also get this saddle, which is absolutely nuts. Ascendant Therizino saddle. So, long story short, what I'm getting at is, my suggestion, run this cave. Honestly. Just do it the way I'm about to show you guys in a little bit. And, again, this only took a couple hours. I would say maybe 2 to 3 hours max of just constantly running this cave, and this is the kind of loot you get. Just absolutely crazy stuff. Everything is pretty much, I think out of everything I got, I might have gotten one thing that was Journeyman, and maybe a handful, I would say maybe 5 things that were Mastercraft. Everything else is all Ascendant, and it's just, you get some crazy stuff. I never realized that you can get a 200, like, I kind of had it in my head, like, yeah, it makes sense, you can get a 200 armor saddle, but I've never gotten one. Like, the highest I think I've ever gotten in any series was, like, a 169 Uteranus saddle. I remember getting that, but seeing numbers like 179 for the Therizino, the 200 for the Argent, like absolutely crazy stuff. But to start things off, I don't know. Now let's take a quick look. I don't know if there's going to be blueprints, not blueprints. I don't know if there's going to be loot in here right now. If there's not, then yeah, I think we're going to have to start the trick off. Okay, so as you guys can see, we'll take a quick look around. No loot right here. Usually there's a red. It's actually kind of funny, too, because as we're standing here, at least what I'm hearing, I don't know if you guys can pick it up, I'm hearing the sound of the actual loot. Like that, if you ever go close to, like, a loot box, it basically makes, like, this low rumbling sound. I'm hearing that here, but it's not showing up. But if we head to the other side of the cave, which is right about here, and by the way, too, I actually noticed that I do need to get some meat on this, Desmodus, because, yeah, its food is halfway down, and if I keep forgetting, eventually this thing will starve. That's the last thing that we want. But the second drop would be right over here. Now, what's cool is you're guaranteed a red and a yellow drop in here, and the second one shows up right about here, roughly, basically. But as you guys can see, it is not here, and I'm going to show you kind of the process that I do, and I've went over this in a previous video, but just in case, we'll go over it again and everything, because I will say, this cave, you get some crazy good drops in, and it's relatively easy to run. And the other nice thing is, once you wipe out the dinos in here, once you get rid of the threats, they won't spawn back in, because literally you were just continuously running the cave. But first things first, guys, I gotta log out. I will see you guys in a second. Alright, we are back in the game here. Okay, we're gonna get our otter, we're gonna get our Desmodus. But yeah, if you've never ran this cave before, or if there is no loot, that is the first step. Get to the edge of the cave, kind of like where I was, and just log out and log back in. At this point, loot should start showing up, which it is. You can see there's a drop right there. Plus, usually there is Ravagers over here, but earlier I've actually went through and completely got rid of them to the point that I've been able to run this cave about 2+ hours with nothing in here. And as you can see, it's a Mastercraft flak helmet. It's still good, 845 durability, 207 armor. I am going to get rid of it, though, because I have a lot better back at base. Like, the drops I was getting were, I have on average, I think, between 500 to 700 armor each piece. And I have some blueprints that are even higher than that, so we can go ahead and make better if we want to. And plus, at this point, too, we are currently level 90? 91? 90. Okay, so I would probably wait till 105, and then I would end up doing the crafting skill trick, basically, where you dump all your points. You basically use a Mind Wipe Tonic. You dump your points into... that's a trike saddle. Okay, this is probably the worst run I've had, and of course it's on camera and everything like that. But we're going to drop everything and rinse and repeat. But yeah, so the crafting skill trick is basically use a Mind Wipe Tonic, put all your levels into crafting, craft whatever you want, and you'll get a pretty good bonus sometimes out of it. So there's a chance we might go ahead and do that when we are getting ready for boss fights and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much this is the trick. So once you're done, once you've collected what you want to, pretty much come back to the entrance and everything and log on out, then log back in and rinse and repeat. It's really, really easy. Right, now that we're logged back in and everything, just rinse and repeat and basically take what you want, or you could throw it out kind of like what I did. It depends on what you've gotten and everything at this point, but relatively in this cave you get some really good stuff. Now when you do log out, there is a chance that your game is going to crash. At that point it's a 50-50 shot if you're going to keep your stuff or not. But yeah, you can see 691 flak helmet, I'm going to take that, and a 127 blueprint Ascendant Stego saddle. Absolutely crazy stuff. I have noticed that drops-wise, interestingly, the yellow drop seems to give me better stuff than the red drop, which is kind of crazy. The yellow drop is the one that I ended up getting the Therizino saddle blueprint, a couple of Therizino saddles and blueprints, actually, in the long run, along with the Megatherium blueprint, which is kind of nuts. I would have expected that from the red drop, but more consistently, this yellow drop has done a lot better for me in the long run. Procoptodon saddle, 155. So if you like your kangaroos, there you go. It's not too bad. But yeah, this whole process takes, I mean, if you're running it and everything like that, should take, what, a minute? Maybe a little bit more. And yeah, you can just continuously rinse and repeat and just continuously do this. Now, if you're on a server, obviously this doesn't work. This is just a single player thing only. I am only testing this on console. It's not on anything else. So I don't know if this works on PC or anything like that. I would assume it does. And again, just for good measure, we will run this one more time. But yeah, this is pretty much it. It does not take long at all. You can get some pretty good stuff out of this. If you are playing on single player and you want to get yourself a lot of loot, this is probably the best way to do it, in my opinion. But, oh, you can see the Ravagers are actually starting to spawn back in. It's surprising. Okay, but they're real easy, especially with the Despotas. Just pick them up, kill them. I wonder if that's a good one. What level are you? A 140, that's not that bad. I do have a Ravager back at base and everything. By the way, we have some really good Ravager saddles too, but I feel like at some point I do have to go ahead and go that route. There's a lot of stuff that I have just sitting in fridges, not even cryo fridges, just regular fridges, that I do need to go ahead and get at this point. I need to get them bred, I need to get them mated, the whole nine. There's just a lot of just junk, if you will. But yeah, look at that. Pteranodon saddle, again, we're a little past that at this point. But what was that? A 170 Pteranodon saddle. That's absolutely nuts. Now, obviously, the higher the loot, the higher the blueprint, it does take a lot more resources. Some of the ones that I did get, though, that were really, really high blueprints, resources aren't too bad, so I don't know. But, let's see. Carcanos 100, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why all of a sudden the stuff started spawning in. Maybe it's realizing that, yeah, like, I've been at this for a while, and I haven't had... Oh, God, what? Is that a rock drake? I've never had a rock drake in here. Oh my god, that's 155 rock drake. Oh, 55. Okay. It's kind of crazy, but anyways. Okay, let's take them all on out. It shouldn't be too bad. Be a good fight for the Despotas. That is kind of cool, though. I knew in the, I knew when you're playing on PC, like I've seen a couple of people that are playing on PC, they do get the... Oh, god. Oh, god. Get in here. Looked a lot more serious than I thought it was, but okay. Let's get rid of the rock drake first, because I think that's the biggest issue. There we go. You know what, we don't really have to worry about them. I think we're good. We can kind of just knock them off, and we're good to go. Yeah, I've noticed with a couple of the YouTubers that I watch and everything, they've had rock drakes spawning in here. That's the first time I've gotten it, which is kind of crazy. Now we gotta worry, because there might be a Prolovia mound over here, so we gotta watch out for that. I think we're okay, though. Okay, Capro saddle. I'm just not a fan of Capro, so I am going to drop that. But a 144 Megalodon saddle, I think I have better. But yeah, you can look at the armor rating and stuff on this too, but that's an 8. Where's the other ones? It's a little dark in here. Oh my gosh. Whatever. No big deal. I mean, good stuff. Let's put it that way. You do get good stuff at the end of the day. Again, I am getting picky. I would normally take all that kind of stuff, but at this point, I've been running this for a decent amount of time where I just have better stuff at the end of the day. But I cannot recommend this place more than enough. Like, seriously, this place is great. Yeah, let's get into the episode, though, because we're already, like, 15 minutes in, and I thought this was going to be a quick little intro, but apparently not. So today, and don't worry, everything ties all together. Let's go through the nice little black transition there. Nice, of leaving the cave. And we're good to go. Okay, sweet. Because I've gotten all these good saddles and everything like that, we got ourselves a Therizino saddle, we got ourselves Megalocero saddles, Megatherium saddles, Aloe saddles, stuff like that. Well, we're going Taming today. Pretty much, obviously. We have to get boss fights ready to go, because as good as the Shadow Mains are, I'm worried with especially the Broodmother. That's the biggest thing. I don't think... First of all, I don't know if the Broodmother lair, the new one, the arena that they made for this map specifically, has water. If it does, the Shadow Mains have a better chance. If it doesn't, then yeah, Shadow Mains might not be the best idea. So at least I want to have a backup ready to go. We will, of course, give the Shadow Mains a shot, but if they don't do well, at least I have Megatheriums ready to go. I have a Megatherium army, as a backup just in case. And I know we still have to go for artifacts and stuff like that, but in due time. But anyways, let's see what you have on you. I think I'm going to drop everything else. I don't really need this stuff. Obviously, the blood packs will keep, but everything else can go. Yeah, we don't need that stuff. You can hold that. You can hold that. You can hold that. Let's throw everything onto the Maywing here. Actually, it really should be the other way around. The problem is I don't have storage. And that's also why I'm building up this base. Just, I want to get more storage. I want to get a lot more just things in general. So, you know what we might do? Do I have another dino with me that has storage? I guess for right now, I don't know if the Anki really... Oh, the god, the Anki's already carrying a lot of stuff. How did you get all this metal? Oh, I broke the metal that was in the area. That's right. Okay. Now, you know what? We're going to head over this way. You know what? Let me get the Desmodus into my cryo too, because I don't know if we're going to need you or not. So I'd rather just be prepared, have it with me, just in case. We are going to head over to, well, the little islands that are basically right next to us. Kind of over in that direction, basically. What I have over there is the Argent. I have a... I pretty much have all of the harvesting dinos over here. I have a Dodicurus over here, and I also have a woolly mammoth. Because that's pretty much how I've just been getting my... the wood, the stone, all that for the potential base build is all over here. I want to keep the area near us looking as good as possible, basically. So I've basically brought everything over here. I'm basically breaking the rocks, the wood, all that over here, and then just transporting it back and forth. But for the meantime... Oh, this is good. We have the Argent here, so I can give it the new saddle. Ooh, okay, cool. If the Dodicurus stops bumping me out of the way... Oh, my God. There we go. Sweet. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if I can carry everything. I probably can't, but you sure can. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so currently we have a 61.6 Argent saddle, which I've crafted specifically. Didn't get it in a drop, got the blueprint. Right now we have a 173 Argent saddle. Holy crap. And then we could upgrade to this one if we want to. I mean, it takes 10,000 chitin, it takes 12,000 fiber, and 23,000 hide. So if we really want to in the long run and get that additional 20 points, we can. But yeah, look at this stuff. It's absolutely nuts. We got a 180, a 176, and a 178 Aloe saddle without the blueprint. This would probably be the better one that we would go with. Let's take a look quickly. Let's see here. So this is 166, takes 1428 metal. 163 takes 1223. Okay, so we would definitely do the 163. We would sacrifice the 3 points. It's not the end of the world there. What else do I want to take with me? Maybe we'll take the Bassi saddle. I don't know, if we spot a Bassie from the water, maybe we'll just go ahead and tame it. I'm going to grab all of the dinos out of you, because I don't think you need that. Equus saddle, we have an Equus back at base, which I haven't touched yet. But yeah, I mean, look at this. 715, 736, 562, 691, 734. The lowest is the leggings, but I feel like I have better leggings back at the original base, if I'm not mistaken. Megatherium. I guess if we want to go for a Procoptodon, we could. I mean, these saddles are a little crazy, in my opinion, but we even got a pretty good Rex saddle, 137, but it's not a blueprint. Sabers, so if we want to go for X Sabers, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's just endless amount of stuff that you can end up getting. You know what I am going to do? I'm not going to actually take these with me. If we find something, we'll know about it. Let's put it that way. So let's finally hit the road. We're only about 20 minutes into the episode at this point. So let's hit the road. Let's try to find some things. And yeah, let's get to taming, guys. So one thing I did want to mention, too, in the last level 5 challenge episode, which, if you guys aren't watching it, that's why I'm going to kind of explain it here, too. If you guys are, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Last episode, the caves are really dark on my new screen and everything like that. And again, it's all trial and error again, because again, I am using a computer screen at this point versus a normal TV. And the brightness setting was a little bit off. It was actually already at 100%. Brightness, so the highest brightness that can be, so I was a little confused on what was going on, but yeah, I could barely see a thing, so I was relying on the laptop next to me, which records all of this, to see, because the view that you guys have is a lot different than the view that I have, darkness-wise. But long story short, I did end up figuring it out. Some of you guys were giving me suggestions in that episode of what it could be and whatever. Turns out there's a setting on here called black light setting, and that was at 15, and I believe what that does is it naturally... Okay. Don't want to kill myself just by doing this. Basically what it does is it naturally darkens up the screen essentially for me. Is that a Bassie? It is a Bassie. What level are you? 15. Son of a bitch. Put a 0 on the end of that and we're all good. By the way, kind of a little, we're gonna, oh god, what's the word? I do it all the time. I should know what the word is. Going on a tangent. There we go. Do X Bassies spawn here? I know some of the X creatures were supposed to spawn on this map, but they never ended up working, apparently. Like the Rex, the Megalodon, there were a couple of them that apparently were supposed to work on this map, on Fjordur, but look at all, oh my god. But apparently just in the end, it never worked. At least from what I've heard. Again, I don't know if anything's official or not. But on the volcanic island, there was supposed to be where the Rexes are. Those are actually supposed to be X-Rexes, apparently. In the water over here, the Megalodons are supposed to have a chance of being X-Megalodons, apparently. Something like that, I don't know. But, yeah, I think it has to do with the fact that those dinos spawn with alpha variants. At least that's what I've kind of heard through the grapevine, that's the issue. Don't know if that's official or anything. It's just kind of, it makes sense. I mean, that's why Mosas don't work on other, like, X-Mosas don't work on other maps. And, Megalodons don't work and all that, because I don't think Genesis 1, and you guys could tell me in the comments if it's true or not, because I don't remember alphas being on Genesis 1, and that would kind of make sense, that, every other map kind of ends up, any map, with the X variant, which is pretty much just possibly here, and also Genesis 1, yeah, I don't think there was Genesis 1, alpha variant, so I don't know. I'm thinking that could be the reason. Because, yeah, every Megalodon I see is a regular one, but if you go further down in this area and you find donkeys, they are X-Donkeys. I've seen a couple of X-Donkeys here, so I don't really know. So you guys can let me know in the comments if Bassies do end up spawning here. X-Variants, I mean, basically. Because, personally, I would love to go for the X-Bassie. As you guys know, I like the variants a lot better. Speaking of which, are you a... No, you're just brightly colored. Okay. That's another thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm still getting the brightly colored stuff, and we're 3 months past the event. So, I don't know. What level are you, Rex? 130. Okay, not bad. I don't know why I'm looking at Rexes. That wasn't even, like, the plan today. But I'm just kind of, like, looking around, whatever. I do want to watch out with the Maywing over here, because, yeah, I don't want to end up falling into the pit. That's the last thing. Yeah. We've already experienced that already. I don't need to do it again. We're not going to go too close. I did see a Volanosaur over there, though. again, another creature that I wasn't really even talking about earlier in Taming, but I'm almost like, ooh, shiny, you know? Because it was a red one, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It looked red. Everything looks red on this place, though. Let's see, where are you? I really like the X-Strikes, too. I like the X variants overall. Okay, there you are. What level are you? 50. Wait, there's a second one, though. Oh, I saw you. No. Don't start hurting stuff. It's not what I want. I want you. 55. Did all that for nothing. Oh, by the way, as we're here, just going to be in the shaking thing, because I'm going to jump at this point. If you guys are looking for the Deathworm horns, it is this thing right here that you're looking for. It's basically a charred Deathworm, and you can get yourself Deathworm horns from that. You can get a ton, basically. I think it's like 20. It's absolutely crazy. Which is more than enough to be able to tame yourself more than one mantis. So especially if you're doing mantis breeding, yeah, definitely come on over here first and get yourself those Deathworm horns, because those things they're really, really heavy. So just mind that too. I think they're really heavy. I don't know what the weight or anything is on them, but yeah, we're gonna stay clear of the Wyvern Trench. Eventually we'll go for Wyverns. I'm still really nervous in doing it. It's kind of funny. On most maps, I haven't really been too nervous about it. This map, for some reason, I don't know what it is. I'm really nervous in going and getting Wyverns, and I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is. I always feel like with most series that I do, whenever I'm ready for Wyverns, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm prepared. We got this. I don't know. I don't know what it is with this one. I don't know if it's the way that the trench is set up. I don't know, because I've always just went over to Ragnarok usually to get mine, and it seems pretty easy to get over there, but don't have that luxury in this series. This is a Fjordur-only series, so if we are going for Wyverns at any point, it's got to be here. And if we want to go for fires, then yeah, this is the spot. If we want to go for lightnings, is going to be impossible. I feel like you just need like a giga almost to be able to go in there, destroy everything, then you get your pick of the eggs and everything. But I don't know. But first things first, you know what we should do? We should head back to the mainland over here, which we're right by the house already. Awesome. Or the new house, the new construction. We are going to head to the Redwoods area, because I believe that's where Megatheriums are. Are Megatheriums on any other biome, though? I don't know. Nah, but I will say, too, I'm a little upset that they didn't add the R Megatherium. They did the R Aquas, but not the R Megatherium, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I really like the R Megatherium. I just like the variants. I just like having just other options to work with. And don't get me wrong, the Megatherium is fine. It's just that, I don't know, that R Megatherium with like the cool colors on it, it had like, it wasn't much. It was like a purple stripe here and there, or like a blue stripe along the nose, I think it is. It just adds a little bit of something to it, you know what I mean? Versus just that plain white or brown or black Megatherium, you know what I mean? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to take a look around here. I'm going to take a look around pretty much everywhere. Any dino I come across, I'll let you know, because again, there's just a laundry list of dinos that we're going to be looking for. If I can find any of them, we'll probably tame them. That, except for the Therizino and probably the Megaloceros, I'd have to check. I'll have to jump on a Dododex and see, because we don't have kibble. So I would have to tame them using berries or crops, and I don't mind waiting like an hour. It's no big deal, because we can literally just plop it down somewhere and then do something else. But, no. Microraptors, no. Nope, not dealing with that. Let's go. Maybe I'll get the Desmodus out here instead. You know what, though? The Maywing's so fast that I can get out of those situations easily. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with the Maywing. But, yeah, I'd have to check Dododex and see. So I guess it's pretty much just whatever I come across, we'll figure it out at that point. And speaking of which, totally going off, do I really want to check? No, I don't. I was going to say, let's look at the Gigas that possibly could be up here, but I don't have enough Trank arrows for, Trank darts, I mean, for Gigas right now, so that's really not a route that I would want to do. And that's only going to tease me and tease you guys if there is a high-level Giga there, because there's no way we're going to be able to get it right now. So, let me go ahead and look around the Redwoods here a bit. I am going to be looking for Megatheriums to start, just because we are in that area, and I don't know, we'll go from there. We'll see what we can find. Hopefully we can find something, though, period. All right, hey, that's a 135 Megatherium. We are definitely going for that, 100%. I've been looking around for a little bit, and I will let you guys know that, yes, they do spawn in the Redwoods, but but apparently it's pretty rare, so I was off the mark a little bit. So I've made my way over to the snow. I believe we're on Vardaland, which is where we began the series. They seem to spawn in the snow biome, so pretty much here on Midgard and also Jotunheim. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the Shadow Mane just because we are going to have to take out this level 20. Let's go ahead and put the Maywing away. The reason why I want to go for Megatheriums first is, well, we can use mutton and stuff like that with them. I don't have to use berries and all that, which, here's the thing anyways, we don't really have anything better than berries, so going for a Therizino or going for a Megaloceros, speaking of which, I believe that Megaloceros right there, or at least I saw one as I was looking around. No, that's a 55. There is a 140 Megaloceros, kind of in the area here. Be kind of interesting to get. I don't know if that whole... I don't know if you guys remember a while ago, you were able to use Megaloceroses against the dragon, and, like, first of all, I really like the snow kind of sticking to the ground like that and everything, but, yeah, apparently there was, like, a little bug, maybe, or just a maybe not a glitch, I don't know what you would call it, maybe an exploit, where the Megaloceros horns, and it had to be males, specifically going in the fight, so you don't get that pack, the mate boost, which kind of stinks, but, basically the horns, when it attacks any kind of creature, basically, it kind of lifts them off the ground, and the idea is that if you have enough Megaloceroses, you can keep the dragon at all times above the ground, which means it can't fly or anything like that, it can't attack. It's pretty much stun-locked, essentially, so that was kind of the exploit. I don't know if it's still around, I don't know if it still works or not, but anyways, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to let this guy follow us. Yeah, it's a completely albino Megatherium, which is kind of cool. Oh, I realize this is not the best creature to be doing this with. Because once this Megatherium goes down, if he continuously attacks, he's going to actually get damaged and everything. So I do need to actually switch out the Dino. I totally forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see if I can get into a spot where he can't get to me. Which I think I've already found it. Just kidding. I totally forgot I have this. There we go. Perfect. Now let's see if we can knock this thing out. Come on, dude, knock out. Come on. Because I realized I actually left the... That was so sudden, but okay. Sweet. Yeah, go inside and protect yourself from the snowstorm. That's kind of cool. I feel like this is a Genesis 1 thing. I don't know what this does for us. It doesn't really look like much. It just says snowstorm. It's not like our food, water, nothing's going down. It is just normal temperature, I guess, so I'm not really sure. Let's check out the stats of you while we're at it. 2516 in health, 1080 in stam, 971 weight, and 205 melee. Yeah, their weight is always really good to begin with right off the bat. It'd be really funny that if the snow piles up a little bit more, this guy's gonna get buried in the snow. Speaking of which, let's check like its oxygen stat or something. Is anything? Okay, so nothing happens when it's knocked out here. Let me have another look. Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, cool. So we're gonna have to go out and either A, get a couple of the beehives, or we just head over to, I was gonna say Vardaland. We're already in Vardaland. We just have to head over to the grasslands area where we tame up the Androsarchuses, and we can get honey from there. I think honey's going to be the best bet, but of course, I'm going to go and check Dododex. It's either going to be honey or mutton, so we'll have to see what happens. Another thing I realized is, I'm out of these things, so I have to head back over to the Argent and get that, so I think I'm going to do a laundry list of things first. First, we're going to head over to the Argent, and we're going to get that back. Then we're going to go get honey, or we have to get mutton, which is fine. Vardaland, regardless, should have either or. And then from there, I think we'll go ahead and finish up the team with this guy. Maybe, possibly, we might be even heading over to Jotunheim then, because if they're only in the snow biome, besides the redwoods, they are in the redwoods, it's just pretty rare, that's the only thing. But because they're mainly in the snow biomes, it makes sense. We might as well go over to Jotunheim and check it on out. The one good thing about them being in the snow biome is there's no chance of us trying to, like, tame it or anything like that, and then a bug comes along. That's the one good thing about that area. But, yeah, let's head on over here. We'll get that all done. Yeah, it was kind of funny. After the first round, that I, like, left the Argent and everything, I didn't notice it until maybe 15 minutes ago, not even, that I forgot to actually take the tranks from this guy. So, and on top of that, clearly, I also forgot to take the other thing. So, let's go ahead and get that here. Where are the net projectiles? There they are, net projectiles. Okay, so we'll take those. We'll also throw this back. I ended up finding a red drop, and it had a Castroides saddle. Not gonna say, like, there's nothing wrong with Castroides. I just prefer the mammoths. And speaking of mammoths, there's 2 of them up here by the Megatherium. So if we are thinking possibly in the future of maybe taking on one of the bosses with mammoths, because again, we have that really good blueprint. We have like a 169 blueprint saddle. I have a couple of really good mammoth blueprints anyways. There's a group of mammoths up here, and I think they're stuck together, which is really funny, or at least they were, and then it looked like they got into a fight with a wolf, and I think that might have separated them. But yeah, they're like it's like a 145 and a 150, which is kind of crazy. Like, definitely possibly tame those as a what the hell. I might just tame them anyways, because as you guys know, I really do like the mammoth, regardless if you use it for boss fights or anything like that. I just like having an imprinted mammoth. Out of all of the wood gathering creatures, it is my favorite by far. I brought it up in the last stream too, which by the way, I usually stream once on the weekends. I think that's the 2 of them right there, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not them. 90 and 50, so no, that's not them. I'll have to find exactly where they are, but it's a 145 and a 150. But yeah, I was kind of discussing it on the last live stream, which I do every weekend. I think this week it's going to be on this Sunday, but I'll put out like an announcement or something like that for it. Ooh, if we can find another Megatherium right now. Damn it. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, out of all of the wood gatherers, like the mammoth is my favorite, but when it comes to like the Castroides, because a lot of people do like the Castroides, I do too. The only downside is I wish they made a passive thing with the Castroides, kind of similar to like the, oh, I don't know, like the Achatina or something like that. Maybe what it could do is, it would be able to passively somehow get you cementing paste. I think that would have been kind of cool with the Castroides. Maybe make something in its inventory, like once you put the saddle on, right under search, like the first icon, there's like a dam, and you need certain things to make for the dam and whatever, and then that passively will give you cementing paste or something like that. I feel like that would have been a really cool concept to bring to it. I think it would have kind of put it back into the game, because I do feel like a lot of people overlook the Castroides now just because there's other choices, especially with the Mammoth TLC and everything. Again, my opinion, Mammoth's the best one out of all of them, but again, each person's gonna like their own thing here. Oh, we got a couple of Megatheriums here. Let's see, 50 and 95. Nope. Okay, but I am pretty sure the Mammoths are right over here. Okay, so they're not stuck anymore, but that is the 150. There we go. Alright, all you guys get involved together over here. Let's do that. Here we go. Okay. That might give us a second or two to get away from all of that. I don't want the mammoths getting involved, because like I said, one of them is a 145, and the other is a 150, I believe. We're going to check... Ooh, and we have a... We have you. Oh, you're a 90. Okay. But yeah, let's check these on out. So that's a 150. Okay. And what's the blue one? Yeah, 145. And they're male and female. Oh, I think I should go ahead and just tame these things right now. Oh, man. I know it's going to take a ton of stuff. We just need berries. Let me check Dodo decks real fast here, because if we can get a perfect tame with both of them using berries, yeah, screw it. I'm going to go for this. Let's see. Right, so after checking Dodo decks, regardless when it comes to the Megatherium, Megatherium will tame 100% if we use either raw mutton or we use honey, and that's with or without sanguine elixir. It makes absolutely no difference. We still get the same, pretty much the same amount of levels, basically. When it comes to the mammoths, though, a 150 mammoth, I didn't check the 145, because, I mean, it's going to be pretty much the same thing anyways. 145 mammoth, 150 mammoth, sorry. What we need to do is we need to use a sanguine elixir on it, and we can use either crops or measure berries at that point, and it should get a 224. It should come out perfect tame. So, We're gonna go for this. Yeah, screw it. We are getting 2 mammoths. Why the hell not? Sure, it might not be considered a boss dino to some, but I personally really like them, and I did use them a while ago over on the island against the dragon. I feel like I did that in the first series. I was kind of experimenting with different groups. I think that was the same. I think that was the same era as like the Megalo army and everything. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, we're gonna get this taming started here. We're gonna go for the 145 first, and the 150's not coming for us. Sweet. Okay, and what I'm actually gonna do too is I'm gonna drag it this way a little bit. Because if I can get it dragged over here, away from the other one, and I gotta wait 9 seconds before shooting again, because it did its little roary thing at us. Wait, here we go. Now we're good again. Let's keep shooting. Yeah, so it'll basically take reduced damage when that little whistly thing's going, so, yeah, we're not gonna bother with a whistly thing. Oh my god. Love how I call it a whistly thing. Last thing I need this thing to do is go off the edge, though, so I do have to play this a little smart. But let's see what we can do here. If I can drag it back kind of this way a little bit. Where are you, buddy? Oh, you're right here. Okay. No. I don't want to bring you too close, though. Okay, we're going to shoot you once. Oh, my God. Oh, you're already running. Sweet. Come on. Oh, if you go right up there. Oh, damn. I was going to say, that'd be perfect. Stay right there. Stay right there. That is golden. That is perfect. That's the exact spot I wanted it in. That's great. Okay, now we're gonna go for mammoth number 2. And these guys are gonna have to sit here a while. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump up here if I can. There we go. And we're gonna take it out over here. We do have a saber in the area, but that's... I think that'll be okay, because this is kind of like a natural hill here. So if we can get it kind of up here, this shouldn't be too bad. So let's get this started. It's a 150, so we have a 145 already. What are you doing? Nope, you're just walking. Okay, sounds good. Come on, hit him. Yes. Okay. All right, we'll get you tamed, and then we'll go from there. It's a little tough to see right now, so there we go. Okay. How did that not hit? I thought that was pretty easy. Okay, there we go. All right, it's going to do its little roary thing in a little bit here. Can it get up here? It can. Okay, that's... Ooh, it can't. All right, it's glitching out. That's totally fine. Let's take advantage of that. And it figured it out. And it did its little roar to us, so we're going to have to kind of dance around with it a little bit. Let that torpor build up on the thing. If I can get it in this little crevice here, that would be insane. Like, this would be a good spot. Now it's just a matter of where the hell it went. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Yeah, this might not be too bad. I just gotta get the angle right. There we go. I feel like it's gonna go on the run. Yeah, I feel like it's going on the run already. It is. Okay, that's fine. No, that's perfect. No. Oh, my God. Maybe you are following me. I don't think you are. Nope, you're not. Okay. Well, good talk. You're out right there. Okay, so we got a 145 over there. We got a 150 over here. You know what? I want to take a look at the stats for shits and giggles at this point. Let's see what we're looking at here. So this is the 150. Let's go into passive so nothing bad happens. 4250 in health, 1221 stam, 670 in weight, and 155 melee. That is horrible. I am hoping that means that one of the other stats is really good. Maybe the stamina is really good. I don't know. I guess we'll see once it's fully tamed to get an idea. We do have the other male and female over at the 2 base locations and everything. Well, at this point, 1 base location and 1 work in progress. But let's have a quick look over here. This one is 5440 in health, 1023, 700, and 145. Yeah, that melee sucks. That's kind of crazy. I don't know why it's that low. That seems really weird, doesn't it? Like, I don't know. Maybe their melee naturally is really low. I don't know. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go get honey at this point. And then, do I have a berry gatherer? I don't. So, interestingly enough, we are going to have to head back to... I shouldn't have done this, but that's fine. We'll go anyways. Interestingly enough, we will have to go back to... where the Argent is, because we have the Mammoth over there. Then we can check out the stats of at least that one for right now. Yeah, the Maywing's probably the quickest just to get around. So we'll do that. and then we will put you away. Let's go get honey. Let's get ourselves the Megatherium, and yeah, let's check out its stats and see how the heck that thing's looking. All right, and it is up. Okay, so 202 with 278 melee. That's all I'm looking at is just the melee. We'll check out the other stats and everything like that. I think I just saw a wolf over to the right of me, which is why, Oh, that's right. I gave it 5B honey just in case. But yeah, we ended up with 202, which is perfect level and everything. So 3700 in health, 1029 in weight, 1640 stam, 278 melee, which I'm going to be honest, the only two stats we're really worried about is health and melee. That is it. And both of those don't seem great. Yeah, they don't seem that great. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure, but at the same time, yeah, they don't... Hey, there's that wolf. Okay, there's the wolves. Okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna get the hell out of here. We actually have to head back to the Argent, which I mentioned before. Totally forgot to do it. So we're gonna do that now because the Mammoth is over there already. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to get ourselves... Oh, wait, we don't need to go to the Mammoth. What am I doing? We can get crops. I just said that. We only need a total of 40 crops, so it's not too bad. We are going to head back over here anyways because I don't remember the reason, but at least if we come back here and I can think of it, we'll take care of it right now, but I don't think... Okay, this one is stamina 1452. Okay. I remember the one mammoth has 300 plus melee. Not much. I think it's like 308, something like that. So we'll have to see what the stats turn out to be and everything like that, but there's nothing, there's nothing inventory-wise that I needed. We have these guys. We have Tranks. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, forget it. We're gonna head back to Vardaland? Vardaland or the other one be better? I don't think it really makes a difference. We'll go to Vardaland, because there are crops over here, kind of close to where our first base was, actually. So I think we'll go to head to that area, get the crops from there, and then the mammoths should be kind of good to go. I don't know. We'll have to see. The problem is their food does take a while to go on down. We do, in fact, have, yeah, 15.5 and then 18.6. And we're not going to make the same mistake again. We are not leaving Midgard at any point. So, yeah, that is not happening again. We're not losing dinos because of my stupidity. So, what we're going to do is we're going to head over, grab the crops. I'll also take a few minutes to use the Desmodus in order to get some sanguine elixirs going. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just throw the food onto the mammoths, and then I think we'll just kind of venture around Midgard specifically and see if we can find more Megatheriums, because it does seem like I said, just the winter biome specifically. Now, they do spawn in the redwoods, but pretty rare, apparently, based on the wiki, like, yeah, I was going to say the Dododex. Nope, not Dododex. The wiki, but this was the first base that we had, and yeah, definitely... It's nice coming back to, like, old spots and everything like that. This was a nice location. Maybe not the best resource-wise, but for a starting area, I thought this was a pretty good spot, in my opinion. But, yeah, if you're looking for a scenic spot, that was pretty safe. The only issue we ever had was a lot of ants. I think I died by ants, like, multiple times at the beginning of the series. But, yeah, they're intense right off the bat. It's absolutely crazy. All right, we got a raptor here, but no big deal. But we're going to be heading straight up there. So we're going to be using the Maywing to kind of shimmy ourselves up there, if you will. We're going to do a little bit of this. Then we're going to do another jump. And then if we can't get up there, we're going to do it with a final jump. And then one for good luck. There we go. All right, we're all good. What is that? Is that a... I don't care what level that saber is. I kind of want it. It looks like a tiger. Look at... No. Oh, God. Hopefully it's like a low-level Kentro. Please be a low level. Okay. Did I say 150 saber? No. It's a little tough to see, but if that orange one is a 150... It's a 20. You've got to be kidding me. It's not even... Oh, it's not even. The orange is what got me. But it's like orange and... You could... Wait. Wait. Oh, God. They're doing a number on me right now. How cool would it be? We should really try to get saber-toothed tigers, like, saber-toothed tigers as, like, tigers. That orange is really nice. Oh my god. I'm not usually one to breed colors, like, specifically, like, tame something, even though it's a low level and it has the colors I like, you know? I never really do that. That orange, though, oh my god. If we can... Okay, I am gonna look up... We did just get saber saddles, I'm not gonna lie, so I was planning eventually to... No. No. I don't want these sabers doing anything. Nope. I gotta make sure that they stay in a somewhat okay spot, because I do want to quickly jump onto the wiki and see what color regions normal sabers get, because if sabers do get a separate stripe, like, color region, and then the head is different, we could theoretically make like an actual, like, Bengal tiger kind of thing. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me look on the wiki. We might be taming ourselves a level 20 saber. Oh my god, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it does actually look like stripes and the head, along with the stripes, are separate regions. So if we can find this guy again, I think we're going to tame this level 20. The biggest thing is if we can find it, because I don't know where... Oh, well, there's one. And if there's one, that means there's a couple more. Where the heck did it go? Alright, where... Seriously, where did it go? That's not it. Alright, there were 3 of you guys. Alright, you're gone. The level 20 should only take, like, a shot or 2, which is why, like... Oh, no. I should have just jumped on it. Damn it. Okay, there's another one. Okay, that's 2 for 2. That's the second one, because that's the purple. Just... Thank you. Alright. Get rid of you. I thought that that was a 150. It felt like this one took a lot more hits compared to the other ones. But, okay, so there's the orange one. There you are, you Bengal tiger, you. Alright, screw it. We're gonna... Oh, wait, I can't... No. Oh, there's a raptor here, too. Shoot. Cool-looking raptor. Alright, where did he go? Where did my tiger go? There it is. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Trying to see if I can get the actual tiger. But I don't think I can. I feel like I'm still hitting the... Oh, no. Oh, my God. I think the Argent literally just hit it. Maybe not. I think it did. It doesn't technically matter. But at the same time, like... It doesn't really matter. It's a level 20. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I'm just trying to get rid of all this crap here. There we go. Okay, let's see. Did it actually take damage or not? It didn't. Okay, cool. Sweet. It's already down to 41, literally 41 health, but... yeah, so as long as we get ourselves some mutton, which, not mutton, yeah, no, you'll work, because you give me prime, right? You do. Perfect. That's more than enough to tame this thing. And yes, guys, the only reason why I'm taming it, that is a perfect orange. Like, literally, we can make tigers out of this. That'd be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. That would be really cool. Again, I really do prefer the, most of the X variants and stuff over the regular ones, but I think what we could do is we could probably go ahead and try to make ourselves, like, a... I don't know if that's going to tame with one. I guess we'll see. What was I saying? The regular sabers like this look like tigers, so we can make this into, like, a Bengal tiger kind of thing. We would just need to find, like, a one with, like, perfect black stripes and the black, like, mane, almost, if you will. And then the X-Sabers kind of look more like jaguars, because they have the circle-y, like leopards or jaguars, or whichever ones have a circle-y kind of. Yeah, that orange is on point, though. Oh my god. That's great. Okay. Whew, I'm excited that we got that. Kind of pointless, but at the same time, it's kind of not. Kind of funny. Okay, funny little story. I think I mentioned this in a live stream. I might have mentioned it in a video, though. I'm not entirely sure. When I first started playing ARK, one of the first dinos that I actually tamed was, in fact, a saber-tooth, right? And I was messing with the settings, the breeding settings, because I was over by, I was on the island, over by the Mosh Pity area, which is kind of like east side of the map towards the snow biome. I think you guys all know the area that I'm talking about, but long story short, I tamed a couple of sabers up there, and then I just bred them, right? And I was like messing with the breeding and stuff to figure out what was a good thing, and I overshot it. And then I had to step away for a few minutes, and it was one of those overshoots, like they were pumping out kids every like 25 seconds, somewhere around there, right? Now how ARK works is, or Xbox, it might not be ARK specifically, but Xbox specifically, if you're idle for, I think I had it set at the time for 10 minutes, it pauses the game and everything, right? So, let's put it this way, 25, it was probably even quicker than that. It's probably every like 5 seconds they were pumping out a kid. This went straight for 10 minutes, and these kids were growing up really fast, because I have them overly boosted. Like, you know those crazy 50 times, 100 times servers, where like, you literally get to level 105 in like a matter of seconds, like right when you spawn in. You also have breeding so crazy where it's like they breed out a kid. The kid's already grown by the time you've claimed it, like pretty much like that, like over boosted stuff. That's how I set it up to begin with, because I just kind of wanted to kick around with the game and everything. Long story short, I had about 50 to 60 little sabers running around unclaimed in the mosh pit area, pretty much. And what I had to do was, long story short, I tried to look up codes to try to, like, just get rid of all the unclaimed creatures, because there were so many. I mean, so many. It was one of those things I forgot that they were breeding. And, like, they're just all running around, and that was the thing when, I don't know if it does it as much anymore, but in older ARK, when your kid was born, it was set to wandering. So the kid would literally just go, and then they would be fully grown, and I was finding them, like they were all just running around. So long story short, I ended up having just a ton of these sabers. Like, it started to lag up the area. That's how many there were. It was a stupid amount. So what I ended up having to do was I tried to look up codes to try to just wipe unclaimed dinos, and I couldn't really find anything. I just started a whole new, like, playthrough. I literally had to delete the save file and do it again. So, long-winded and everything like that. But pretty much, yeah, that was my first experience with sabers. And I haven't used them since. No, I'm kidding. I have used them. And I do like them. I just think that this one, like, look at the color. 76. That is fucking tiger if you... Oh, that's perfect. Yes, I'm really excited about that. I think that'd be kind of cool to breed in, get some really good sabers, get some really good X-sabers. And the X-sabers, is that an Equus or a unicorn? Because I saw that, or a Moschops. It's a Moschops. But yeah, so thought that was kind of a funny story. And I think everyone has been there at some point, you know what I mean? Where you kind of get back to your base and you forgot that stuff you left breeding, or like any kind of situation pretty much like that, where literally you kind of get back and you're just, oh shit. What have I done, kind of thing. It's to get that kind of idea. But, yeah, anyways, like I said, we need to... Oh, my God, we came all the way back over here, and I need the damn crops. That was the whole point of going there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is let me get the crops. Let's wait this out. I'll bring you guys back when the mammoths are ready to go, because, yeah. It's been one of those days, guys. Definitely been one of those days. And I just killed a 150 saber. I was more worried about the mammoths and everything, but it looks like the 145 is up. Looks like the 150 is still working its way there, but we should be totally fine. I did give both of these a sanguine elixir. This one's looking at 6460 in health, 1254 stam, 830 weight, 255 melee. Not great. Not great, but... it is what it is. I like the colors on it, so I'm really not too fussed or anything. Let's head back to the other I thought something happened. Oh my god. The thing disappeared for a second. The the little taming bar thing. So I was like, oh my god, did something actually like go in and kill it or something? Or anyways, okay, so 5610, 1716 in stam. That's pretty good. 730 in weight and 237 melee. That is god awful. 237. Oh my god. But we do have a mammoth pack at base with 308 melee, I believe. This male right here does have the best in stamina, which is 1716. I believe we looked at it before. It was 1520 or 16 something, the one that we have that already has the best stam. So, you know, they're looking okay. We might have to go out and get a few more if that's the route we want to go, if we want to experiment with them. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. You want to see a mammoth run on some of the bosses? Let me know which boss you think it would be good against, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll, what the hell, you know what I mean? We'll see how it goes. But anyways, I do have to get my GPS back on, so we'll do that. And I totally realized that I forgot that I have this little slot open here because I moved the net projectile down. The harpoon launcher to here, actually. This is where my shotgun is supposed to be, so I gotta go back to the Argent yet again. What level is that Uranus that I saw earlier? 25. Okay, no big deal. But yeah, I killed a 150 saber already, so that's fun. I also killed a 145 Megaloceros randomly. I didn't realize until the little death bar came up saying, you killed a 145, and I was like, son of a bitch. But anyways, oh yeah, that's the mines or whatever, right? Yeah. Looks kind of cool seeing it from here and everything. We're not going in there, but you know what? We can. We have the Desmodus now. I remember we first, in maybe the first or second episode, we checked this out a little bit. But then we saw bats and stuff like that. Not Desmodus, but we saw, like, onyx and stuff. And I was like, nah, we're good. Because at that point, we only had a parasaur. That was really, like, our mode of transportation, if you will. But now that we have this guy... okay, I was going to say, are we just going to go into, like, a... Oh, yeah, this is the lava. That's right. Okay. And, yeah, I was really nervous that up here you would see Desmodus. And I'm going to be honest, it would make sense for Desmodus to be in here, right? But at the same time, well, they're not. So we don't have to worry about that too much. And I could have sworn when we first came in here, maybe it was just the rendering and everything with that, but I could have sworn I saw a Desmodus. But it is what it is. No big deal. Let's move on. There is one area that I do want to check on out. Now that we have the flyer, it makes it a little bit easier. So right after this room here, now this is Lord of the Rings reference. I don't remember the specific name of it. I apologize, guys. Not caught up with my Lord of the Rings and everything. It's been God knows how long since I watched it, to be honest. And I think I did mention that the last time we came in here, too. There's a couple of little caverns here. Apparently, this one is a big one that everyone knows about. Lord of the Ring fans, you guys know what this room is. Another thing I've noticed, I'll go on a little bit of a side tangent. There have been runes that I have picked up 100%. And they're still showing up now, so I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it looks like it still records that I have 41 runes, which is about right. But this one I'm almost positive we grabbed. And there's a couple of other ones that I've noticed while searching this map and everything. I know we've gotten them in the past, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so remember over by west side of the map, Midgard, there is the Poglin statue on top of that mountain. I know I picked up the runestone from there specifically. I do remember picking that one up. It's still showing up that we haven't picked it up, which is a good thing. You know, that's cool. But at the same time, we've already picked it up. So what's gonna... So technically, I don't have to get all 200. I guess I just... Because think about it. We have 42 now. If let's just say we got to about 25 and then they repeated itself... I really only have to get 170-ish left, you know what I mean? So, because we could just go back and get the repeat ones, and those seem to count. So I don't know what's going on, but I did want to take a look at this area. Oh my god, this looks amazing! This area looks so nice. So, for you guys that weren't aware, and I wasn't aware, I ended up finding out through other YouTubers and stuff like that, watching their videos. Apparently, this used to be... Oh, they put a runestone in there. That's kind of cool. Apparently, this area used to be the Rock Drake Trench. And this was all radiated and stuff like that. I'm glad it's not now, so at least we can check this on out. Ooh, there's Arthropleura and stuff down here. Oh, and there's the light pets, but this area looks so nice. Oh my god. This does remind me of the Caverns of Time, or whatever it's called. The one that we went to in the ocean. But this is cool. This is really nice. Like, I would like to build, like, a little... This would be more like just a scenic shack kind of thing. Not that we would ever use it, just because we can, you know what I mean? Where would I put it, though? Oh, we got the water here. I really like how the water... I've always liked how the water looks in Aberration, honestly. It just, like, with the reflections and stuff like that, oh my god, it just looks so nice. And what's really cool, too, is it's not just Aberration. Like, that's a screenshot right there. Come on, now. Like, that is so nice. Anyways, I'll stop ranting for that portion, but, It's nice that they also added Genesis stuff, because this is Genesis 1, I believe. This is a Genesis 1 asset. Imagine, oh my god, now I just got this in my head. Imagine they redid Aberration with the Genesis 1 stuff, like adding this stuff in, like the Weeping Willows and this right here. Oh my god. Aberration could look insane. And it already looks incredible, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Aberration's not good, it needs a makeover. No, it doesn't. It's really good. Well, it does, but not for visual reasons, more for just meshing and trying to get rock drakes using the climbing picks, and then you end up literally, like, into the map. Like, those reasons you would need to do it, you know what I mean? But it gets really dark over here. Oh my god. Like, you guys can't see either, so at least I figured out that setting. Oh yeah, I talked about that a little bit earlier. The setting was basically called, like, black light or something like that, which naturally puts a darkened tone, I guess, onto the screen. And it was at 15, so I dropped it to 12, 13, and it's looking fine now. Obviously, it's really dark in here, but at the same time, it's also because, like... Okay, so we picked this one up, 100%. We've already picked this one up, back here. 100%, we've picked this up. Because we picked this up in episode 1 or episode 2, when we were kind of hopping around. But it's going to allow me to get this one again. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know what's up when it comes to the rune stones and everything. So, yeah, I guess we're able to get ones that we got in the past. Is it a Megatherium? Oh my god, I thought that was a Megatherium for a second. Oh, it's a 140 Calico. Oh my god. Another creature that I do kind of wish that they gave a TLC to at some point. Not TLC, I'm sorry. A variant. I think a Calico variant would have been kind of cool. Like an X, an R, a Aberrant, a whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I wish they got an X or R variant. Not Aberrant, technically, but you guys know what I mean. Alright, I should probably, before I kill any Megaloceros, I should probably look at the stats, because, yeah, female 145 went down the drain, and I was a little ticked at myself for not looking. But, anyway, so far, we've gotten some good stuff. So, we gotten some mammoths, we got a saber tooth. And we got ourselves, the Megatherium. So, I think what I'm going to do is, it's going to start getting dark here in a bit, because it is 1926. I think at this point, I'm going to take the night to look around and see if I can find anything else. Looking Megatheriums-wise, if I do find a really good 150 male, saber that has the colors that I want, like, literally, I am looking for jet black at this point. Jet black on the head, jet black on the stripes, and we are all good, pretty much. No, what am I looking at direwolves for? I would prefer to just go over to Asgard and get the R direwolves, if we're going to go that route at any point. And I know we're kind of backtracking a bit, if you will, because, like, I mean, we're level 90, we don't really need a saber, because we have a shadow mane, and of course, if we ever go for Thylas, obviously that's an upgrade too. But yeah, I do like the sabers. I think they're pretty cool. I feel like they could be used a little bit better, or maybe, I don't know, they need something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's kind of like the situation with the Iguanodon, where the level in which you get the saddle at kind of makes it a tame that you don't really end up getting yourself, because, like the Iguanodon, it's level 30, I think, right? And that's kind of insane. I mean, compared to what else you get around that point, like, you can get a trike before an Iguanodon. I really think that the trike and Iguanodon would be, like, the same level around, and I think trike is 12. Like, that's a pretty good number for a trike. Iguanodon should be 15, 16, maybe make it a little bit better, because it can give you seeds, and it has that, like, passive ability, I guess, but, like, maybe make it 16, not 30. I think that makes the most sense, and I think that's why it's one of those creatures that are underused, in my opinion, even though they are really good. Like, the Iguanodon's great. It's just, level 30 is a bit high. To compare, at level 30, you can get a Deinonychus saddle. Yeah, let's kind of think about that for a second. Deinonychus, boss fight dino, kind of could be. Iguanodon. Just runs really far. Because it has unlimited stam as long as you keep it on all fours. I don't know. Along that point, too, level 32 is the Mammoth, I think. I think the Mammoth is a little bit more of a integral part to a series or to a playthrough versus an Iguanodon, in my opinion. I don't know. You guys think the Iguanodon's at a good level, or does it need to be moved? Along with the Saber. Speaking of which, let's land here for a second. I do want to see what level you would unlock the Saber saddle at, because, like I said, I would love to use them. I feel like it's an early game tame, because it is. It's one of your first dinos that you should be bringing to boss caves. Oh my god. To artifact caves. I guess the other option would be a direwolf. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's talk about this for a second. Saber's level 30 to get a saddle, which essentially you wouldn't really want to tame one before you get a saddle, right? Yeah, but you can tame an Andrewsarchus at level 1. And you could ride it. It's not like it's not like the Equus. The Equus is level 10, by the way. But anyways, let's quickly look at this. So, Saber. Oh, that's right, I haven't even unlocked the canoe because we did the, well, we did get a canoe. We, prayed to the gods here on the map. 37! It is 37 for a saber-tooth saddle. That is insane. I feel like after... Jesus. I feel like they do need to rework engrams when it comes to saddles, because let's look at this for a second. Fiomia saddle, that makes sense. You know what? We'll make it easier. Type in saddle here. There we go. Okay, so starting from the top. Level 5 Fiomia, that's fine. Parasaur, fine. Carbo, fine. Morellatops for Scorched Earth, that makes sense. I'm totally cool with that. Ichthyosaurus, so dolphin. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's fine. Packy. Okay, so Packy at 14, Trike at 16, 18 is Raptor, Maywing is 19, which I will say, switch Maywing. I know this is going to hurt a lot of people, because here's another funny thing. The Maywing saddle is made in the smithy, right? It's level 19. You know what level you can unlock a smithy at? Level 20. That doesn't make sense. But let's go down the list. Equus level 20. That's fine. Scorpion 22. Yeah, fine. Procoptodon, fine. Here we go. Stego, Pachyrhino, Velonosaur, Manta, Galley. I think that's a little... I think that should also be a little bit lower, but that's in my opinion. 30 is the Iguanodon, along with the Megaloceros, Mammoth, Diplo, Deinonychus, Terrorbird, and then you're into Sarcos, Lamantria. I don't know. I think just... There's a couple of these that need to be reworked. They don't really make sense. Keep Pteranodon saddle where it is. I think you shouldn't really be flying before 38 anyways. I don't know. I just... Looking at this group, it just doesn't... There's certain things that don't make sense. My opinion, take the Maywing saddle and switch it with the Iguanodon saddle. Iguanodon saddle is made in your inventory. Makes sense that it would be 19. At level 30, you can make a Maywing saddle because you can do that inside of the smithy at that point. Then it would be Maywing, Megaloceros, Mammoth. I think that kind of... Like, am I crazy? Is that, like... I don't know. That seems probably the best bet. But, like, you can also go through the rest of this and see, like... Aranio saddle at 40 is fine because I'm never going to use it. Like, Pelagornis at 43. This blows my mind, too. I'm going to be honest. That's a little nuts. Because look at what's in the area. Pelagornis, a Calico Pelagornis, Gasbag, a Dunkley, which you need to go all the way underwater to get. That's a tough tame to get at 44. Dire Bear Mantis, Mega Shellion is around that point, too. And then you have the Pelagornis here. I don't know. I think Pelagornis has to get moved. Baryonyx is 49, which is fine, because you usually end up finding it in a drop of 449 anyways. 51, 54. Yeah, I think if you really took a long look at these, some of these do not make sense for the level that they are. Starting from the top as we went over. I'm not going to go through each and every one and kind of give my opinion. I mean, if you guys want to see a video like that, let me know, but this isn't the video for it, let's put it that way. But I think a couple of things need to get reworked. Out of the two most, in my opinion, the ones that would have to get changed ASAP have to be the Maywing and the Iguanodon, and that's a perfect switch. You know what I mean? Pretty sure you could do that on servers, if I'm not mistaken. You could change the engram level. You probably could. That would be kind of interesting, actually. Change the engram level and go from there. Because really, it doesn't make sense that you can make a Maywing saddle at 19, but you need to be level 20 to unlock the smithy, which in order to make the Maywing saddle, you need a smithy anyways. So, like, I don't know. That seems a little wonky, doesn't it? That seems like something that was overlooked. There's no way that was intentional. It was one of those things that I think was overlooked. They realized the mistake and just went, all right, it's not the end of the world. We'll keep it the way that it is. But yeah, that was our bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't see that as being something intentional. But you guys can let me know in the comments. Maybe it was. If you could defend why you need a Maywing saddle at level 19 when you can't make it until level 20, hey, I'm all ears. I want to hear responses. But I think you guys could agree with me with that. That seems a little wonky. And I think the perfect switch would be the Iguanodon and the Maywing. Like, switch those saddle levels, and you're all good to go. I think that meshes a little bit better, if that makes sense. But I don't know. But yeah, what I'm going to do at this point is, it's going to be nighttime here soon, so I think I'm just going to kind of camp out and everything like that. And then we'll kind of take over in the morning, basically, and see kind of what we can end up finding and whatever. So far, like I said, we got a Megatherium, we got ourselves a couple of Mammoths, we got our Saber, which is kind of cool, but yeah, we're starting to grow the boss army, though. I'm really excited about it. Let me know if you guys want to also see Mammoths and everything like that as a boss fight creature, and yeah, you know what? I know I said I'm going to keep you guys, I'm going to wait till morning and keep going, but at this point, I do know the video already is probably 35, 40 minutes, somewhere around there, so I am actually, you know what? I'm going to go out, I'm just going to kind of veto what I just said. I'm going to end the episode here. I think we got a good group of creatures so far and everything like that. That gives you guys time to watch this one, give me comments, everything like that before the next one. And yeah, we can figure out the next game plan. So, like I said, we got ourselves a couple of Mammoths, which, speaking of which, let's quickly fly to the first base so we can check out the stats on the other Mammoth, just so we all kind of know what we're working with here. And the other base is right on over here. What did we say? So the Mammoth that we just got has the best stamina. I know that. Now, when it comes to the Mammoth over here, the male over here that's still in a cryo has the best in weight, the best in melee, and the best in health. So that's what we're really going to be comparing with over here. I think a Mammoth army would be kind of cool. I don't know how they would do, but again, the last time I did it, we did bring in a Uteranus, but we didn't bring a Daeodon in. So I don't know how much the Daeodon would help with the Mammoth. I mean, it's 160-something saddle. Like, I feel like we can't just let that go to waste. Like, we have to give that a shot, right? And see how it goes. But you guys can let me know and everything. But Mammoth. Here we go. Okay, so 5950. Oh my god. Okay, so 5950 and 810 and 313 melee. Okay, so melee by far 100% is the best. This guy has 5610, so it's already... No, it's not better. But the female had 6460. Okay, so the female has the best health at 6460. Weight-wise, 830, and weight-wise, 730. Okay, so we have this female with the best health and the best weight, 6460 and 830. We have this male, which is what we already got, with the best melee at 313, and this Mammoth right here has the best stamina at 1716. So, pretty much, the Mammoth that's over by the new base is kind of a pointless Mammoth at this point. I don't know. But, guys, yes, I know this episode has kind of been jumping around and everything. I know it's a little indecisive on when to end it, but I am going to end it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. And on top of that, if you're enjoying the ARK content, if you're enjoying the new content coming to the channel, by the way, Firewatch is still going on. If you guys haven't watched it, head over, watch episode 1. The idea is it's just a relaxing playthrough of a game that's a little bit different for the channel, but I've thoroughly been enjoying it. I hope you guys have too, but that's going to wrap this one up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to support the channel, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.